On the third line there, it says, to Bob, to whom the baton will pass. And Bob is doing really an outstanding job of leading Sequent into the next generation. And he's going to take you to the conclusion of this and to the other programs that are going to evolve. So here you go.
Thank you, Stephen. So I had to take the symbolic baton and not use my own mic. So what did you think? Wow. Wow? Great. That's fantastic. I thought it was an incredible day. I really did. I mean, just being able to interact with everybody, seeing everybody else interact with one another, and talk about this subject that all of us are so passionate about, which is really what this is all about. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being customers, those of you that are customers. Thank you for the customers that are going to be customers. But we really hope that you had a great day. I want to remind you just of a couple of things, and I want to have a couple of closing comments as well. First, there will be more of these events. If we're doing our jobs right, there's going to be lots more. So next year we have 2 planned, one in the spring, one in the fall. We have roundtable events, we'll have learning events, and whatever else the board guides us to do. We plan to do more of this, bring you together more, and facilitate further learning. So please participate in that. Continue to look at our site, www.pmexecboard.com, for dates, cities, times, more information. And again, anybody who's interested in possibly becoming a member of the advisory board, please see any one of us after this and during the cocktail hour, or contact us afterwards. We'll be happy to accommodate that. I want you to please remember to fill out your evaluation forms. It's really important to us. Don't do that just yet, though, because then that would be rude, because I'm still talking. You say. But I promise I'll let you go in just a minute. I do want to give you some information on where you can find more information about PMEB, Product Management Executive Board, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, the website. Please go there. Before I let you go to cocktail hour, I just want to bring up one more thing, because I feel the day isn't complete until we talk about, we have all these great insights. We have all this information we're getting from customers, from the outside in, looking at product management from the outside in. What do we need to do with it? So what do we turn that information into? Who can tell me? Before action. What precedes action? What goes between insights and action? Strategy. Strategy. Wow. This is a subject that's near and dear to my heart, strategy. So I love this subject. And it's one of the most well-written about, well-researched, well-studied subjects in the business world. All over the place, there's information on strategy. Certainly no shortage of strategic theories and frameworks and insights, all kinds of great things. I love it, and I think it's terrific. But there's something happening, because week after week, month after month, we get calls from companies just like you asking us to help your product managers and your business unit leaders and your portfolio managers develop strategy. They've all studied it in school. They've read all the books. But somehow, the connections aren't all being made. And why? Why? So as I dig deeper into that subject, I think the answer lies in one word: creativity.
I was going to say laziness.
Yeah, well, you know, he said laziness, for those of you that didn't hear it. But, you know, let's scratch that from the video. And what we'll talk about instead, if you don't mind, is creativity. And, you know, those of you who know me well know that I'm passionate about this subject of strategy. I love developing strategies. Those of you who know me really well know that I'm also a musician and a composer, and know that I've studied this subject or this question about creativity. Not just what is it, but can you teach it? So can you teach creativity? And I have to tell you, this might surprise you, I don't think you can. I do, however, think that you can teach people how to tap into the creativity that they already have and don't know that they have. And I think that's where the trick really lies. So I got to thinking, if I can combine this passion I have for music and musical composition, which is a very creative process, and learn or teach people to apply that very creative process into this pretty academic process of developing a strategy where people want to go step by step, but maybe they're not making the connections on how you can create a creative strategy that's differentiated, that gets people excited, and leads to profitable growth. If I could take those two subjects and combine them together, maybe I could make this subject easier to understand, more effective, and fun. And that's really what I want to do. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. And to do that, I have a book coming out next year. Now, I'm not above a shameless plug, but, but I don't happen to be at that stage just yet because I'm really just formulating this, still writing this. And I really want to talk to people. I want to talk to you. So anybody who has some experience in combining any creative interest that you have, whether you're a musician or composer or artist or just a creative person, any stories that you have to share about taking a creative process and applying it into a strategic process or a business process, let's talk. If you have a story to share, I really want to hear it. And let's see if we can find these connections together. So I'll be around during the whole cocktail hour. You could email me. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Twitter. And I'd really love to talk more about this. And if you know other people that are interested in this, send them my way. Because I really think there might be something here. And I hope you can help me to make some of these links. So with that, yay. I really, really want to thank you. This is so exciting for us. It's such an incredible event for us for so many reasons, not the least of which is we get together and we just have a great time as a team. And when we do training with your teams, we see that same thing happen in your teams. So thank you for allowing some of that in return. It's just a great event. And we want you to enjoy the cocktail hour, enjoy each other's company, come and say hello to us, fill out your evaluation forms now, because it's not rude anymore. And thank you so much for being here, really. We really appreciate it.